You walked into the kitchen and stopped. What did you come in here for? You stood there for a moment, retracing your steps, trying to pull the thought back. But it was gone. You laughed it off. Everyone does. But here's what nobody tells you. That moment, it's not just Klaus getting older. For millions of people over 60, it's the first quiet warning sign. And the terrifying part is, the habits causing it are things you do every single day without a second thought. Today, I'm going to show you 5 of those habits. And when you find out what they are, you'll want to stop immediately. Stay with me, because number 3 is something almost every person over 60 does before bed, and it might be silently rewiring your brain in the worst possible way. Habit number 1. You're not sleeping in the dark. Let me ask you something. Do you fall asleep with the TV on? A nightlight glowing? Maybe a streetlight bleeding through the curtains? Here's what's happening inside your brain while you do that. During deep sleep, your brain runs what scientists call the glymphatic system, essentially a biological cleaning crew that flushes out toxic waste, including a protein called beta amyloid. That protein, when it builds up, is directly linked to Alzheimer's disease. But here's the catch. That cleaning process only works properly in complete darkness. Even a small amount of light entering through your closed eyelids disrupts your sleep architecture, cuts your deep sleep short, and leaves that toxic waste sitting in your brain night after night. The fix is simple. Blackout curtains, an eye mask, turn off the TV. Give your brain the darkness it needs to clean itself. Habit number 2. You've stopped learning new things. Think about the last time you learned something genuinely new. Not a news headline, not a recipe you've made before. Something that actually challenged your brain. For most people over 60, the honest answer is, it's been a while. And that is a serious problem. Your brain is not a fixed organ. It has something called neuroplasticity, the ability to build new connections, new pathways, new neurons, but only when it's challenged. When you stop learning, those pathways stop forming. The existing ones start to thin. Scientists call it cognitive reserve. And the more of it you build, the more protection you have against memory loss. People who speak 2 languages, play instruments, or regularly learn new skills develop Alzheimer's symptoms years later than those who don't, even when the physical disease is already present in their brain. Start something new, a language, an instrument, chess, anything that makes your brain work in a way it hasn't before. Habit number 3. You're using your phone right before sleep. This is the one I warned you about, and I want you to really hear this. Every night, billions of people scroll through their phones, tablets, or laptops right before they sleep. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, your body's natural sleep signal, by up to 3 hours. But the damage goes deeper than just falling asleep later. Passive scrolling, absorbing information without processing it, actually competes with memory consolidation. Sleep is when your brain converts your day's experiences into long-term memories. When you flood it with new random input right before sleep, it disrupts that entire process. You're not just sleeping worse. You're actively preventing your brain from storing memories properly. The rule: no screens for at least 60 minutes before bed. That window is sacred. Protect it. Habit number 4. You've become socially isolated. This one is quiet. It creeps up slowly, And it's one of the most devastating things that can happen to a brain over 60. Maybe the kids moved away. Maybe you retired and lost that daily social rhythm. Maybe it just became easier to stay home. But here's the science. Loneliness triggers the same stress response in your body as physical pain. Chronically elevated cortisol, the stress hormone, physically shrinks the hippocampus, the part of your brain most responsible for forming and retrieving memories. A landmark Harvard study followed thousands of adults for decades and found that people with strong social connections had sharper memories, slower cognitive decline, and lived significantly longer, regardless of diet, exercise, or genetics. Connection is not a luxury. For your brain, it is medicine. Call a friend this week, join a group, show up somewhere. Your memory depends on it more than any supplement ever could. Habit number 5. You're sitting too much. If you spend most of your day sitting in a chair, on a sofa, in a car, your brain is being starved, not of food, of blood flow. Physical movement is one of the most powerful stimulants for brain health that exists. Exercise increases a protein called BDNF, brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which scientists have literally called miracle grow for the brain. It stimulates the growth of new neurons, strengthens existing connections, and directly improves memory and recall. Studies show that just 30 minutes of moderate walking, 5 days a week, can increase the size of your hippocampus by 2% in a single year, effectively reversing 1 to 2 years of age-related shrinkage. You don't need a gym. You don't need equipment. You just need to move. Walk in the morning. Take the stairs. Stand up every hour. Your brain will respond. Here's what I want you to take away from today. Memory loss after 60 is not inevitable. It is not simply fate. The science is clear. The choices you make every single day either protect your brain or quietly erode it. Stop sleeping in artificial light. Keep learning. Protect those 60 minutes before sleep. Stay connected to people and move your body. These aren't dramatic changes, but they are powerful ones. Your memory, your stories, your identity, your independence is worth protecting. If this video helped you, share it with someone over 60 who needs to hear it. And if you want more evidence-based strategies for aging sharp and strong, subscribe, because we're just getting started.